For the people who want more in life and are trying to do certain things to be better but don't see that much results, have you ever asked yourself why? Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror to look at the things you're doing right and the things you're doing wrong? If you haven't done that before, think with me, okay? Let's think together. Have you ever asked yourself, maybe you're being comfortable? And comfortability can stem from many different realms. It could be comfortable with your life, comfortable with your family, comfortable with your job, comfortable with the amount of money you're making, comfortable with the way you look, comfortable with where you live, etc. But have you ever asked yourself, maybe it's because I'm being comfortable, which is why I'm not growing in the first place? Are you aware that most people around you are comfortable, and because of that, you can't even see that you're comfortable yourself? The problem is comfortability kills ambition slowly. The problem with comfort is it feels safe, and who doesn't want to feel safe? When you're safe, you don't take risks. When you're safe, you keep doing the same things every single day, despite it not being the actual things pushing the needle for you. When you're safe, you get lazy. You can be comfortable with the food you're eating, hence why you look a little chubby. You can be comfortable with the amount of money you're making. You're making decent money, but it's not the amount that you would strive to actually make to, let's say, retire early or make certain investments for yourself in the future. You're comfortable with where you live. Maybe this specific neighborhood you grew up in is a pretty nice neighborhood, but that's all you know. You're not exposed to what you could achieve out there in this world because you're comfortable. We all got to understand what our risk tolerance level is, because everyone's risk tolerance is different. If you're a guy that doesn't want to actually progress in life and you're okay with where you are, that's totally fine. But once again, I'm trying to speak for people who want more but are continuously doing the activities that are opposite to what they generally want. Me and Nick has always stated on this channel, you got to keep it real with yourself. If you're making 120K a year and you're okay with that, then by all means, stay over there. I'm not trying to attack you for being okay with that. But let's say you're an individual who's making 120, but you want to double that to 240, but you're comfortable. You're bringing in a nice 10, 12K a month. You're chilling. That's good money for a lot of people in this country. You're chilling. You can kind of do what you want. You could travel here and there. But then again, you have real goals behind you. I want to get into this lane. I want to get into this business venture. I want to control this amount of doors in real estate. Okay, these are the things I have to do. Oh, but it's kind of uncomfortable to do those activities. Let me just push that till next year. 2027, New Year's resolutions. I'll just chill and be regular for a whole year, and then in the beginning of next year, then I'll take things seriously. Only people with a comfortable mindset makes decisions like that. But the problem is, to make change in your life, you need to experience pain, and pain isn't comfortable. Who wants to feel pain? I wouldn't want to be punched in the face right now, but I guarantee if I was punched right now, it would make me wake up to do certain things to not get punched next time. You see how things click and make sense when you're uncomfortable? Or how about me grinding every single day, pumping out content, working on my business plan, working a 9-to-5 job and scaling up a business? It's not comfortable to do so. Not getting enough sleep, going to bed past midnight and then waking up at 4 the next day to go to work and then go to the gym and then work on the business. That's not comfortable at all, but hey, it's what I have to do to strive to where I want to go, because I don't want to be comfortable. Comfortable is the worst thing I could do. I'll do it tomorrow. Let me stay warm. It's cool. I want to stay inside this warm house. I don't want to go outside in the blizzard. I'll do it tomorrow. I guess I can eat this meal. It's not going to kill me now. Like, cool. Let me eat all these fatty foods. They taste good. I'll go to the gym tomorrow. I'll burn enough tomorrow. Most people want to be comfortable because it's the safe play to make. But the problem is, playing it safe sometimes may be the bigger risk. I'm going to say that one more time. Playing it safe may be the bigger risk. That's so much of a gem that I promise I'll make a dedicated video for that, because that is so true. A lot of y'all think playing it safe is the smarter thing to do. But based on your risk tolerance, playing it safe may be the biggest risk you can take, because you're not aware of the life you could live if you actually strived in your endeavors. I've always thought about that for myself. That's why I've always put myself against the wall and made sure I was always uncomfortable. Because, hey, I don't mind being uncomfortable in my 20s so I can enjoy my 30s and 40s. Life is only getting started for me, man. I'm young. I got not that many responsibilities compared to people twice my age. Why not put myself in an uncomfortable position? You know how many people who are like 40 look at me and say, man, I wish I was doing what you were doing? A lot of y'all are lost because you're comfortable. You're comfortable. You're comfortable behind the pizza you're eating. You're comfortable behind the Netflix shows you're continuously watching. Stranger Things. Love is blind. You're comfortable in the neighborhood you live in. You think major cities are too risky for you. They're too much for you. What you don't realize is discomfort creates clarity for you. Because when you're not comfortable, you're in a constant state of understanding what's right and what's wrong. Understanding what you should do and what you shouldn't do. You guys don't even put yourselves in those situations. I made a video like this in the past. Like, I promise you, when you take the risk, when you make the sacrifices, you will thank yourself in the future. You may be working on yourself and you're already on your path to greatness, but you're not making that much progression. But I promise you, if you do the right things every day, and if you're able to tweak certain things in your certain plan, it will all make sense in your future. And all you could do is just kiss the floor you walk on and be happy. You took the sacrifices. You made sure you were not comfortable. I don't want to be around people who are comfortable. I don't want to be around people who don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to be around people who think making 100K is a lot of money to them. Now, granted, before I continue with my next example, I want to reiterate, there's nothing wrong with you being real with yourself. 100K to you may be okay. It may be okay with your family, but maybe for that guy, it's not okay. And that's totally fine. I'm not saying if you're okay with where you're at, you're a bum, you're a bozo. But the problem is a lot of people are not okay with where they're at, but they do the same things that keep them where they're at. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And even if you are an individual who's okay with where you're at, I still love to be around people who want to grow, because growth never stops. Learning never stops. Getting to the top never stops. It never stops. It's like a game that never ends. It's like a sandbox game. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. I love meeting people who are constantly doing interesting things in this world. I love meeting people who provide so much value in different facets of life. I love meeting people who can educate me on certain things I'm not aware of. I love meeting people who share the same mindset as me. Because the more me's I can find, the stronger the army can grow. And you want to constantly think like that. If you already have the mindset I have, or have a greater mindset than me, and you continuously find yourself around other people like that, it's only going to push you further to where you want to go, versus if you're around other people who are comfortable. Because when you're striving for greatness and you're around others who are comfortable, they're going to look at you as a threat. They're going to try to ostracize you. Once again, I made a video why people think you're weird. Or if you think you're the weird one, you're doing something right. It's so true. Everyone's comfortable, but you're not comfortable. They're going to look at you like, yo, what's wrong with this guy? Why is he bringing a scale to the restaurant? Real people who go to the gym understand what I mean. Why does he keep talking about macros and numbers? Why is he doing the numbers with how many cocktails he's drinking? Like, it's just a drink, dude. Chill out. Why does he always talk about money? Money isn't everything. Why does he strive to leave the country and travel around the world? Like, dude, it's not all about living in Dubai. Dubai's not really even like that anyways. Why is he trying to drive a car where he can't even speed anyways? Like, there's no need to get a car with 700 horsepower. There's no point. You can't speed, bro. Why is he trying to strive for a car like that? Because he doesn't want to be comfortable. He doesn't want to be comfortable. If you're around people who are asking questions about your own goals or the things you want to accomplish, you already know that you shouldn't be around people like that. Because other people who are not comfortable will clap for you. They'll say, we'll see you on the top. Or they're going to ask you, okay, bro, I love those goals. So what are we going to do to get there? They're going to counter your goals with a question that forces you to make a plan and actually own up to what you're saying. And even if it's difficult, even if it's tough, because I promise you, if you want to strive for greatness, it's always going to be difficult. It's going to continuously put you in a constant state of discomfort, which is going to help you grow and help you get to where you want to go. It's your boy Uche. I'll see you guys in the next one.